All right, what is up? Can you hear me? Can you see me? It looks like my audio is a little hot, so anybody in the chat, let me know. Can you hear me okay? Doing something a little different here. I am going to mess with the DJI Focus Pro Lidar system. I've had this for a while now. I've used it a couple times here and there, but to actually use it on a professional set, I haven't found a rig that I like, that works. So it's kind of funky. So I'm kind of want to just thought I'd go live while I figured out a good setup for my Komodo, my KX. It seems to work better for like mirrorless bodies to just build and set up. I have a tilt a top handle, which I may get out here in a second. But I mainly want to figure out a rig for my Komodo, which I'll go ahead and grab. Have it up here. It's like half rigged out right this second. I'm looking down here because my laptop's here. This is where I'll see the comments. I can see the live and see how things are going. I tried to get another monitor set up here, but I just couldn't get it to work. But I am curious. Let me know in the chat here. Comment below if you guys can hear me okay. There is a delay here. I've noticed it's like a it's probably a good 15-second to 20-second delay, so I apologize if you're commenting anything or asking questions or anything. I may see it a little late, but I will try to respond to everybody in that chat. So let me know. I'm trying to be scope there if you guys can hear me okay, because I am using a different mic setup. This is the new small rig lav setup, which I have run into the Nikon ZR. That's what I got going up in front of me here. So yeah, I see audio coming through. It looks like it's okay. So I'm gonna keep rolling with this here. So this is where I KX here. I don't know if you can see it. It is skinned Z mount. What I'd like to do is figure out a rig that is comfortable to use free-handedly. I would like to have a top handle for this kind of stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to build something with a top handle. Any way I can hold it. I just need to figure out what works the LiDAR, because if you haven't seen this thing, it's a little funky. It's a little funky to get rigged up. So I'm gonna pull this out here, show you guys what's inside of the DJI LiDAR. Basically, it's this handle here. This is what you got to have. Is it gonna pull focus to it? Yeah. This handle here is the LiDAR handle. So this handle needs to be mounted, and it's a nice handle. I like it. It's even got the focus pull right here. So like, it's not bad. You have to have it, but I haven't found a good way to get it mounted up on the side here. Honestly, if I can get, I don't know if you see my current rig here. I've been dabbling with all kinds of Komodo rigs, and I'll probably do a video talking about the different types of rigs and my favorite rig for the Komodo. I think I found one. I got this new Mutiny. I don't know what you call this, the back bar there. It just adds a little plate on the back where I can add lav receivers or something like that. I was using just the side handle here. I also have I'll just go ahead and show you. It's right here. I have a cheap side handle by Nitsy. I like that. I love the red handle here, but this is just NATO rail with the small rig cage. Just pop that on. And it's nice to have both of these having symmetrical handles, but I do love that red handle. So if I do need a second handle, if I want to hold it like this, I can do that. So that's that. I like the top handle though, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to use that. It's kind of like a Frankenstein rig using different parts from Mutiny, Tilta, and Red. But what I want to figure out is what's the best way I can get this to work with the LiDAR system. So, and be able to get a monitor on here. I may be watching some tutorials in real time, so bear with me. We're streaming this here, so I may not even get this figured out, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of do this live. Yeah, let me know if anyone, let me know if you're watching this on the replay too. Let me know in the comments, because I'll be watching the comments throughout the week, throughout the weeks. If you've used the LiDAR system, if you have it with the Komodo, and what kind of rig did you end up going with? So there's a lot of options here on this. I want to try to figure out, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this down to its bare bones first. So start there. I'll move that aside. I wish I had a top-down camera. Maybe next time I'll do that so you guys can see this. But let me know if you can see this fine. Let me see what I'm doing. And let me know if anybody can still hear me okay. Like I said, I'm using the new lavalier system here from Wireless Lav from Small Rig. If you guys don't have one of these, I highly recommend it for rig building. One of these. I usually keep the, man, my back is killing me today. Good. That's exactly what I'll be doing, is dropping these on the stream here. So let's see if that didn't go too far. Nope, right here. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this GDU monitor mount off. I love this monitor mount, by the way. GDU makes some great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. And I try to keep all my red rigging in one drawer over here. I may just place this stuff here as I go. Probably make a mess. I'll clean up after the stream, but let's see. Yeah, pop this off here on the back. This back, I love this little back bar, GDU. I like it for anything I'm doing with wireless lavs. I can mount on the back there, set that there. But honestly, I'm going to do a video on this, but I'll just go ahead and spoil it now. I've found my favorite rig setup with the Komodo, my favorite system. I have a couple things from Red. I've bought the Tilta cage, but honestly, I absolutely love the wooden camera one. I think I'm gonna leave the, let's see, I'm gonna knock this off here. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with this here. I think this is what I'll work with, because I probably need some of the rails on the bottom. I think, honestly, if I can get this handle on the left side, that would do, I think that would solve everything I need. And it is NATO railed, so with the Tilta cage, the Tilta side cage, this may work out perfect. So let's see. I need to get this off. I need to switch this to the other side of the handle, so it's left-handed. Is that what I want, or do I want it right-handed? I think I'm gonna go left-handed on it, because I want to see if I can have this and still keep my red top handle on here. James Rossman, what is up, James? I know you've been sick lately. You feeling better? Hopefully we can get back to some regular streams here, but I am hoping, James, that we can figure out how to get this cage set up. And I think I got it. Like, I'm looking at it now, I'm like problem solving as I look at this, because I want to get I have some cine lenses here. I'm going to pull down probably my Surae anamorphics. I think it's what I'm going to try to mount on this tonight and get that going. I also have matching on-brand small rig battery for now, just to go on there. So I almost dumped my monster on here. So I'll pop that off for now. I probably shouldn't have a drink up here with all this stuff. But, oh man, let's see. I need to get a smaller. I'll probably be turning around on you guys a lot here. I'm sorry, but I got all my tools back here on this. There we go. Gosh, I'm so paranoid I'm going to lose these tiny screws. These are so tiny. Okay, so I can get this here. Perfect. Do I want it like that? Or I want to go like that? No, let's go like this. Hold up. if that's a rosette mount, can I pop this? No, I don't think I can. All right. So we'll go back like this. Okay. Okay, there we go on that. So I think I don't like when the camera gets tall. That's going to make that difficult to adjust, but it's possible. Yeah, I don't like a tall camera. It reminds me of the Black Magic days where you had to rig the thing and it just started getting taller instead of longer. Longer, I feel like you can distribute the weight a little bit better. Taller gets weird. So let's see if I can tilt this just a little bit for now. Okay. So I feel like I'm getting there with this. There. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mount this back on then. I think that'll do. For some reason, I thought you gave a build a LiDAR rig before another one of your cameras. I did do a first impressions video on the FX6. I did do it on the FX6, but even with the FX6, it's I couldn't get a rig that I liked. It worked. It worked when I messed with it, but I just haven't quite found a rig that feels right. I mean, even this feels funky. I don't know. Do you think it looks funky? But if I can pull focus from here, I don't know. I also have, it's up here from Tilta. Actually, James, while you're here, how do I sound? This is a different microphone. Do these sound okay? This is the new small rig lavs. I've not even heard. I think this is what I'm looking for. The Tilta expansion kit. Yeah. So this expansion kit, for the LiDAR system actually adds like a, how's it go? It's something like this, where it mounts to the top, I believe, of this. Yeah. It mounts to the top of the handle. Don't know if you can see that at all here from this angle. It mounts to the top of the handle, and it allows me to use that as a top handle, which might be the way to go with this. I'm just not sure how to do that. I might be able to add like a NATO rail on top of the red outrigger handle. Just don't know. Sounds a little muffled. Okay. Is it sound like a, hang on, actually I might get some reverb here, but I'm gonna turn this down. I'm gonna listen to it on my phone. I do this. Add like a NATO rail on top of the red outrigger handle. It does. It might be, I might be peaking. I think I'm peaking. So let me turn that down, James, and tell me, does this sound okay? Does this sound better? Sound any different now? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know if I can add a NATO rail on the top here. I think I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's just try to get it working tonight on this. If I go, yeah, it feels weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I think I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to look. I'm going to see what other people are doing. With their rigs. I'm trying to find a good, like, a really good Komodo rig with one, and I'm not seeing one that looks like it's something I would like to hold or carry all day. I don't know. But the thing with the top handle thing there that I got, what I do like about it is it adds the a bit better. Okay. I mean, I think I'm going through some different plugin that's still defaulted to my Lewitt microphone, so that could be throwing it off. So I don't even know if I can. Yeah, I don't know. Echo cancellation. So I don't know if that's doing anything or not. I'm tired now. We started this and I'm already tired, exhausted. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just haven't found the time to actually get this thing out and mess with it. You know, I bought this thing like when it came out. I think I was one of the first people with one. I just haven't found the trust yet to use it. So the LiDAR thing, this is another thing that's frustrating. I need this, the actual LiDAR itself has to be mounted to the body. And I just don't know if that's going to work or not on this. So I gotta remember how this thing even works. So one of the issues too that's kind of annoying is I may have to pull a cable from somewhere. I may have to walk off camera for a moment. I'm gonna need a power cable here to get this thing going. So if I go here with that, I think I'm gonna throw like I don't know. Let me know. Should we put the 50 or 35? I have quite a few, but I just don't know if I want to. I don't want to put a tight lens on yet on that. So that's close. So this thing needs to be, I think it needs to be connected to this. So if I have it both on this side, the motor on the side of the handle, that should work. So let's see here if this is going to do a sound check. Audio, check, check one. How do I sound? Better? Connected to this. So if I have it both on this side, the motor on the side of the handle, that should work. So let's see here. Yeah, okay. I think the audio, sorry, I was listening to playback on my stream. I think it sounds okay. If you're just now coming in here, the microphone I'm using, it's a small rig lav. First time I'm using it, so just making sure it's working okay. All right, so now this is here. I need to power it. Let's get this here. You know what? I'm not going to bother with the monitor yet because at this point I can go wooden camera in here with the top handle and the monitor. As long as I can keep the outrigger on, I can go top handle with the monitor or just go with the GDU mount and go straight monitor on top. So either way works. But I gotta find, I'm worried I'm missing little screws or something. I'll move this stuff out of the way. Yeah. That's there. The USB-C cables. I think I need C to C. If I can remember how this needs to go. Two, yeah, that's right. One cable needs to come out of the LiDAR handle into the LiDAR system itself. And then also I need power to the motor. I don't know if the motor needs to go, I think the motor needs to go to the handle too, if I remember right. So, buy Canon, a lot better than Komodo. Oh, maybe I should just sell all this there. Thanks for coming by. Alipapi. What are you shooting on? What kind of Canon you got? I like Canon. I started on Canon actually, way back in the day. But yeah, honestly, autofocus, any camera with autofocus is a lot easier, isn't it? I have a couple FX6s up there, and that's really the workhorses in my business. Those are always out shooting. But I want to try out this LiDAR system to be able to get autofocus with my anamorphic lenses. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with this. Yeah, and also I have some cool lenses like small rig. I've also dabbled with I'm going to do a video on this. On the FX6, I had the LiDAR set up, and I had a small rig 50mm f1.1. It's a SLR Magic. I forget what it's called. So it's from SLR Magic, but it's an f1.1 full frame. So it's kind of insane. I call it like a dreamy lens. It's very dreamlike. It is soft, very low contrast. It's got this real like bloom look to it. It kind of looks like it has a Pro Mist filter on it already. But an f1.1 is actually insane on full frame. And then with the LiDAR system, I was able to get autofocus on an f1.1, and it actually did a really good job when I was playing with it. But all right, Ale Pepe C50. You saw my rig. Oh, is this Alejandro? What's up? What is up? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Alejandro has he just got the C50 and he's got an awesome rig, and yeah, the thing does look pretty sweet. Yeah, Alejandro, have you seen this LiDAR system for DJI? I've had it for a while, but I haven't been able to find a good way to rig this to the Komodo. That's what I'm doing in real time here, is trying to figure out the best way to rig this thing up. And maybe I should go ahead and get a lens on here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pull down my, yeah, I'm out of table space. So I'm just gonna pop it up here. Let's just grab the 50. We're gonna go 50 Sue Venus here. So I'm gonna throw on here. Okay, I need my adapter. I got the Megadapt V2, which is another video I need to find time to make here. I have the Megadapt and the Viltrox. I'm actually using the Viltrox on my Nikon ZR right now. But the Megadapt version 2, I had the version 1 and version 2 now, but the version 2 works significantly better than the version 1 when it comes to Sony Glass, G Masters, and even the Sigma. I had a Sigma 20, it was the weird one, the 28 to 45, and the autofocus was actually like mind-blowing on the Komodo with the Megadapt version 2, the one that actually can update via firmware. So when I was doing tests with that, I felt like a new world just kind of opened up with the Komodo, because I was using an old adapter, which allowed me to put lenses on. But when it comes to autofocus, it was just kind of game-changing. But anyways, back to this here. Pop this off. Let's get one thing that's weird with the Megadapt adapter and the ZR. I'm gonna try to do it toward you guys. I want you guys to see this. The mount goes the opposite direction, and then the KX has this little lock down here. So when I turn to lock it, I have to kind of like pass. It's hard to see from where you guys are, but it's been scraping my lock mount, and it's kind of upsetting. But yeah, it's just, I feel like I kind of have to get it on there. All right, so we get a little mini thing going on here. I like the look of these lenses here, but it's already a heavy rig. So let's get this thing. Let's get this at least up on the lens here. You know, honestly, even if the LiDAR is not even connected, just using this thing as a focus puller, focus wheel would actually be pretty sweet. So, yeah. I had one, but I didn't know how to use it. Had the LiDAR system, this thing. This was the version 2 also. The version 1 I passed because I think you had to use it on the gimbal, which may have been, that was, if you have a gimbal, you probably got like the kit that came with one. And this is the version 2 where the whole point of it is you don't need the gimbal to use it. You can just put it on a rig like this, but it's still kind of finicky. But I'm kind of concerned that I made this purchase and I never really took advantage of it, because there's now some new LiDAR tech I'm seeing pop up where it doesn't require all the handle and power stuff. And it looks like the LiDAR might be built into the focus motor. I don't know. It's just the way it kind of looked to me. So that's there. Now I got to get, I may have to mount this here. And if I had to mount this here on the top, that, let me see if I can move this stuff so you guys can see better. That will throw my whole rig a little out of whack. I don't like that. But I kind of want to use these lenses with some LiDAR, because I'm going to be filming some horses here soon. Yeah, the kit. Did you end up selling it, or did you end up keeping it, Alejandro? Do you still have it? It was kind of annoying that you had to have it on the gimbal. It was a cool option, but I think I used mine once on the RS3 Pro, and then with the RS4 Pro, I don't think they had a kit with one. I think they came out with this after. I don't really remember, but yeah, I gotta find this. I'm missing a screw here, I think. Or should it go like this? No, it goes like that. So I don't even remember. It looks like a square screw, and I'm probably missing it. I'm gonna be pretty upset if I'm missing the screw. I don't think that's it. Yeah. Hmm. I bought this. I forgot about this Ulanzi mount too. That puts it on the lens. I don't know if I want to mess with that. That could throw me off, but this is supposed to hold onto the lens. It's a little Velcro with a shoe mount. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm just looking for this screw here, which I'm concerned that I don't see it. I don't know if any screw will work. I don't know. I don't know if any screw will work or not on that. Oh, you end up selling it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess there's some people who are just on the gimbal 24/7 with cine lens, I guess. But I feel like most people probably invested in some autofocus glass if you were always on a gimbal before that came out. And it's just so much to set up and it's so much to calibrate. I mean, look at me here trying to figure this out on this. So, like I know how it works. It's just trying to find a system that a usable rig. You know, if I was gonna throw it on a tripod, that's one story. But let's see, I might be able to throw it here. Is that gonna work? No. You know what? I actually think this is the mount that's to the I think that goes on the, yeah, I think this might be the mount that I want. I think this is the one it came with. I don't think, yep. Yeah, this is Tilta right on it. So that's the one that came with Tilta. Are you still using the screen on the Komodo? Well, yes and no. For like, I cannot get these straight. For like YouTube, miscellaneous stuff, I'm just filming around, some tests. Yeah, I use the top monitor. It's fine for that. It's kind of hard with anamorphic lenses though, because it squeezes, so I lose like more space on the lens, so it is harder on there. So yes and no, but I've been messing with this new port keys monitor, and this monitor I was actually using it like this, plugging it into my laptop, using it as a second monitor when I was coloring something. It's pretty cool. But this wirelessly connect, it's red certified. So the port keys monitor actually connects wirelessly, gives me wireless control over the Komodo, which I've had this monitor for a while. I just can't believe I never set that up. It's one of the main features of this monitor, and why I got it was it's red certified. So when I have it on, I can actually control the Komodo through it. I can change my ISO, my shutter, I can change my frame rates, I can change anything, pretty much anything on the camera through the port keys monitor via touchscreen, which is amazing. So I've been using this screen a little bit more. Before, at the early beginning of the stream, I don't know if you've seen it, James, before you were here. I had this GDU monitor mount. It's just as simple right here. I've been really enjoying that. I like that. It's just very minimal, but I can't use a top handle with it. There's not one rig that works for me, and it's kind of frustrating because I'm always shooting such a variety of things that I can't find one do-it-all rig. And there is one I found, and that's the wooden camera one, where it just adds a top handle through this here, and I leave the tilted thing if I want an extra side handle. And that it's kind of like the freehand run and gun rig. But anyways, I haven't found anything that just works all the time for me. So this, I think, needs to go here. Yeah, this is it. I don't know why that's squared. Huh. But this should go like here. That's what's probably going to happen. So I need to get this bracket onto the Lidar. There. That rig won't get in the way of the screen. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm trying to make it not get in the way. But that's why it's just tricky. I don't think I'll be able to do a top handle. I think with the LiDAR. I just don't know if I can. With what I got. I think I'm gonna have to just work with this and probably mount it here, which means like you can't see it. Let me pop this off. If I mount it here, I'm not just getting heavy. If I mount it here, it takes away the top handle. I can't put anything on the top with that, so I'll have to figure that out. Which I'm not sure will work. We'll see. These are tiny, tiny. So really tiny. There we go. So long screws. Okay. You know, I had a feeling I might not get this thing working on this stream, but that's fine. At least I'm getting somewhere with this at this moment. So don't get it tonight. At least I'm figuring it out. So, but we'll see. What's annoying though is if I got to shoot something with autofocus, I don't really need to keep this thing rigged up like this. You okay, Pup Up? My dog's like hacking over there. You all right? Okay, so now I got the original mount. I don't know why I couldn't just leave this one on. Why did I have to? I probably didn't even have to. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So we're going back to stock, so that's fine. I want to figure out a way in this live stream software if I can get set it up to where I get notified on comments if I don't see it. So, all right, we're getting there. It's something. I don't love that. It's getting bulky and weird. But also, I'm trying to figure out how to keep those comments up during the live, or once it's up as a VOD, because they disappear. And I set YouTube to keep them, but man, getting this thing straight is tough. Perfectly straight. I don't know how perfect it has to be. That I don't know. So put this back in here. All right. So I got the USB-C cables. Of course, it's on the opposite side. So now this is the part I can never remember which is which. I'll probably be watching the DJI tutorials right now, but I am live currently, so haven't been keeping up with the LiDAR stuff. Is DJI still at the forefront of that? I don't know. I mean, I'm not like up on it, but I did see some new stuff. Who was doing it? It wasn't DJI, but somebody had a smaller LiDAR setup that looked a little more easier to use than this. So maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so one is the motor. So this is the LiDAR one here. And then motor goes here. And I believe it's all powered from the handle. Look, I'm like not liking this. All the cables on it. But if I can pull focus like this might be cool. This may be better on some sort of shoulder rig. All right, let's boot this up. Turn that on. Does this turn on? All right, we got power to the motor. Don't remember how to turn the lidars. Lidars on. Okay. Here we go. So this is working. I feel like I never put these on tight enough. Okay. Honestly, like, I like just having the focus. I guess I could literally, like, pop the lidar off, not even bother with the lidar if I don't want it, and just use this as a focus puller. So, okay, so I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna go 6K, 1.6 squeeze. Let's see, no, 6K anamorphic, 3:1, 1.6K. Got it. Okay, so we're in. I don't know why the focus is stopping there. The lens definitely is not. Oh, it's because of the settings I got in here. Okay. So if I go, there it is, manual auto, but I gotta reset the lens. And this is the part. It's the fun part. The part I don't remember is how to set this thing up. So, I forgot this thing has like this feedback that pulls back on the. All right. So, I'm almost there. Almost there. I should have brought a chair over here. We just need to oh man, I can figure out how to reset the lens. Restore parameters. I don't like that. Pop that off. Until I figure this out. Okay. I remember having this issue where I didn't know how to focus motor calibrate, but I need to figure out how to delete, because you can have 3 lenses saved on here. Oh, great. Just lock the screen. You can have 3 lenses saved, and I'm trying to figure out how to reset what I have saved in there last time. And that was an issue that I couldn't figure out how to do last time. And trying to figure that out now. Focus motor calibration, motor. Okay, let me see. I think I might have to calibrate first. Pop this on. Calibrate. Boom. Boom. Calibrated. Okay. So now that it's actually calibrated, this scroll wheel should. There we go. Yes. Yep. That's actually perfect. I like that. Honestly, like, if I was going to use the scroll wheel to pull focus, I don't think the top mount adapter through Tilta, I don't think I'd like that. I don't think that would be good at all. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to. No. So it's showing it's still 75mm. That's on there because that was what I was playing with last time here. I got to figure out how to set the points here. There we go. Lens profile. Recalibrate. Confirm. It's calibrating again. Did that work? It's like it spun out a bit. I'm going to recalibrate it one more time just to make sure. Okay. Calibrated. Okay. I think we almost got it, guys. We almost got it. Now, no, I need to delete it. Yeah, add. Set focal length. This is a 50 mil. I wonder if I have to put, yeah, start. Okay. I don't like how it zips back. Okay, confirm. This is the part. This is it. This is the main part of the whole thing. Let me step off camera here. You have to point at a wall or something. At 1 meter, is it? Set 1 meter. Yeah, I need to go 1 meter. And point at something like 1 meter away. I have to pull focus to it. LiDAR's telling me the wall. So point at the wall. 1 meter's right there. Pull focus to the wall. Set 1. Now I have to go 4 meters. So I need to step back here and hit focus on the wall. So that's quite a bit here. 4 meters back. Now I should be doing this with a monitor so I can actually see. So all right, we'll see here. Is it going to work? Let's just pull on my face. So I'll face detect here with that. It is working. This still blows my mind. And it's fast too, and I think I can set the speed. Yeah, now I can kind of, I don't even need to use this handle, but I think I can set this to where I can take control over it too. Trying to figure out how to do that. Oh, it's pulling, it finds me. It actually, what's interesting is the field of view of the LiDAR is wider than what the lens sees. So if it sees a person or a face, it will actually snap focus before they even enter the frame, which is interesting. But I'm trying to see how this, I want to set it to auto manual, which I think allows me to take over with, yes, there we go. Auto manual, there we go. So now there's this slight feedback in the trigger, but I can hold it and it won't pull focus till I let go. And I believe I can tell it to go, yeah, I can adjust this. This is wild. So, what can I test this on? I don't have any good subjects at this moment, but I think I got it. So this is it. This is a rig. And you can save, I can swap and put like my 75, my 35, even my 150 on here. And you could save presets in this. And just switch over to them real quick. Well, let's see, how do I do that? How do I switch them real quick? So if I go over, yeah, you know what? Before I get off here, because that's what I kind of here to do. Let's add a new one. Let's add a new lens. So let's throw the 35 because this may be my YouTube lens. Since I'm filming by myself, got the C-Ray 35. I don't like this cable. How do I pause this? Back this off? Yeah, see, I don't like all these cables everywhere. It's not, but it's that I'm trying to find the balance in a good hybrid, like run and gun rig with this. Because usually, if I'm going run and gun, I'm just going to throw an autofocus lens on. But push that button by accident. Great. No, autofocus. All right. So add. Wait, C1. Oh, okay, so you can add focal length. Let's see, 35. You punch it in here. No. 35. Okay, start motor calibration. Calibrate. And that's going to make me do the 4-meter thing and the 1-meter thing again where I pointed at a wall. That's the most annoying part, but that's what it's doing is you find the 1-meter mark at the wall or whatever. A wall usually is the easiest thing. 1 meter. I just don't know how exact it has to be. And then you want to pull focus to it and then set it as a focus point. And then I'm about to step 4 meters away. Which, see here, almost. Man, it's so crazy. It's each millimeter. Yeah, like I said, I probably should have a monitor to really see where this is at. Okay, so now with 35, we have autofocus with 35. And then I also, with autofocus manual allows me to, why can't I do that? I don't know why. I don't have my, oh, probably because it's already in. No, autofocus. I want autofocus manual, but I don't see why it's not letting me. Oh, well. Okay. I believe that's it. I think we're in. So is it working? Yeah, I think something's off with my calibration here. But I think I got it. I think I got the rig. I don't like it though. I don't like it. I gotta find something else. Something I think I like better. It just feels weird. It's not. I don't know if it's because the handles are not symmetrical or what, but it just feels. This would not be comfortable to hold all day if I had to do an event. You know, but for like a tripod and I just need to pop off, grab a couple B-roll shots, yeah. Because now I don't know where to put a monitor. Because I need a monitor, right? So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I have to use the wooden camera handle, the monitor on the rod, and then Lidar on top there. Maybe that'll work. That might be what I end up doing with this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that looks like something you would use? Yeah, I gotta clean up the cable though. That looks so bad. Probably tie these off here. Yeah. You can hide them. You can tie them off. Yeah. Well, I see got a few people in here. If you guys have any questions about the setup, or let me know, what are you guys all doing tonight? We're snowed in up here, up over here, depending on where you're at. We're in central Indiana. Yeah. So this LiDAR setup is pretty neat. I got the 50 right. 50 is working okay. I need to recalibrate this thing. And then I may actually try it out on a shoot here coming up. But that's my issue with this thing. I've had the LiDAR for a while. I bought it when it came out, but I've played with it. But I've never taken it on a professional shoot yet because I just wasn't sure about it. So now I want to actually take out my Sirui Venus lenses on shoots that I typically wouldn't take them out on. Shoots that require autofocus. So if I can get this thing to where I trust it, I know it works, I know how it works, I think I'll actually use it more and take out these lenses and rent some more cine lenses more often on those one-man band shoots, the solo run and gun ones. But okay, I think we accomplished what we set out to do here, and it took me, I feel like, too long to figure that out. So I need to get the system down. I want to get to know it inside and out, get it down, and just be comfortable with it. But I know once I do, they're going to come out with some newer system that's just going to require like just a little box. Or like I said, there's some new stuff I've seen where it looks like the focus motor is also the LiDAR sensor. So apparently it's like all you need, but I don't know. I'll have to look into those. And if that's the case, maybe I end up just selling this one. I don't know. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. That was fun. We figured it out. We got it working. So I might just do this again and optimize this rig and figure out how can I make this better? How can I get the monitor on there? Can I do a top handle and a monitor with the LiDAR? That'll be something to figure out. And maybe I'll try out this Velcro thing. Thing is with this, I'm not going to be able to swap lenses. This setup, I can pop the lens out, switch the setting over, and I'm back to autofocus. But you know what part I think I forgot to do? I think I forgot. I'm supposed to measure. Yeah, we figured it out for the most part, and it did work at the 50. I think I got lucky. But I'm supposed to measure somewhere at some point. You measure the sensor to where the LiDAR's at, and then you put that in there in millimeters. I think I keep like a little measuring tape in here that I did not use. But yeah, I missed that step, but that's something I need to do to make sure it's actually dialed in perfect. Because like I said, I think I just got lucky this time. There's another way to mount this thing, and I don't remember how I had it, but yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm hopping off here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.